Probably the easiest way to improve our quality of life is to become more grateful. And actually, science shows this. Many studies have shown that people who are more grateful, who practice gratitude, have better mental health, have less anxiety, their depression symptoms get better when they practice gratitude. They also have more life satisfaction. Gratitude actually changes our brain. It activates the part of our brain that's responsible for regulating our emotions and positive thoughts. Gratitude also activates the reward system in our brain, releasing chemicals in the brain, neurochemicals like dopamine and serotonin. These are the feel-good chemicals. In fact, there's many pharmaceutical agents that are designed to increase the amount of serotonin, and we know that gratefulness does that naturally. If you think about it, it's really hard to really focus and put your attention on the things you're grateful for and at the same time experience negative feelings like jealousy or anger or fear. In fact, science has actually shown that very thing, that you can't focus on those two things at one time. Because gratitude activates the reward system in the brain and activates the release of these feel-good chemicals, it actually causes us to want to be more grateful. So it self-perpetuates. Gratitude begets gratitude. Once we start to be intentional about our gratitude, then it will come more naturally as our mind will want us to experience those feel-good chemicals that come with gratitude. Gratitude has also been shown to strengthen our resilience, to help us cope when we're going through adversity, through difficult situations. Grateful people also experience more positive relationships, and that might be because gratitude increases our empathy for other people. Research has also shown that people who practice gratitude before they go to sleep and list things that they are grateful for actually enhanced their sleep and decreased the amount of worry they had before they went to sleep. A recent Harvard study just showed that being grateful actually increases the length of your life, increases our longevity. What they found is that people who are more grateful lived longer and had less risk of dying from any of the conditions that they were looking at, which included things like cardiovascular disease, cancer, Alzheimer's disease, infection. Gratitude was particularly associated with lowering the risk of death from cardiovascular disease. So if there weren't enough reasons to be grateful, that's a pretty good one. So how do we do it? How do we intentionally practice gratitude on a daily basis? Most experts agree that it is a daily practice before we go to bed of writing down things that went well during the day. So positive things, things you're grateful for that happened that day. Now, these experts recommend that you only list 3 things so you don't get overwhelmed, and that you really think about the 3 things that you're grateful for. And remember that it can be small things. It doesn't have to be a huge thing. It can be enjoying your morning coffee. Find a way to become more grateful that works for you. It might be that you want to list out as many things as possible. Be attentive to the results. Do you have better life satisfaction? Do you feel like you're becoming a more empathetic person? Do you feel a little less stressed? I've talked about pillars of health before, about eating nutritious foods, getting adequate sleep, moving your body daily, and decreasing stress. This gratitude practice may help with your sleep, it may help with decreasing your stress, and it might help you to increase your other healthy behaviors. This is a tool in your toolbox to help you leverage those pillars of health to be the healthiest version of yourself, mentally, physically, and emotionally. If this has been helpful, please like and subscribe and leave me a comment. I would love to know about how gratitude has impacted your life.